Flip or pass? Stainless steel sports watches are the most wanted, most coveted pieces at the Rolex AD, and for that reason command the longest waitlists. But what about gold? Yellow gold, rose gold and white gold Rolexes have experienced an explosive resurgence in the past 5 years, and just about all of the men's options enjoying waiting list status similar to their stainless steel counterparts. Buyers flocked for the stainless steel pieces initially, but with the prohibitive nature of having to sell your soul to an authorised dealer to buy one, they quickly turned their attention to the more available gold pieces. Today, the term available is not one you would really associate with a Rolex AD anymore, and in recent years many gold pieces have commanded a premium, but it has always really been the case that the more hyped stainless steel watches would bag you a much greater profit margin if you were to flip them to a dealer, and thus be more worthwhile than the more costly gold options. After 3 price increases and a market correction, is the waitlist still worth bothering with? And which gold Rolexes have their trade value fallen below their retail? Should you flip or pass? What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get into it, I really want to pass comment on some of the shock and reactions that came in from last week's video. Some of the shock surrounded the fact that I seem to be breaking some secret dealer code by revealing trade prices. Now I didn't really understand that, why that was such a shock. Not only did that reaction come in from viewers, subscribers, clients, but also from other dealers in the industry. It seemed to ruffle a few feathers, so to speak. Now, my reaction to that basically is, well, I'm not breaking any secrets at all, because if you send me a message on Instagram or any other secondary market dealer with a watch that you have to sell, then that dealer should get back to you and quote you a trade price. So within minutes, in some cases, you could find out that information quite easily. If you weigh up our industry, the secondary watch market, with another comparable market, I would say perhaps the used car market, trade prices are very easily accessible. You can log on to WeBuyAnyCar.com, put in your reg number and find out a quotation of what they would pay you within seconds. My idea is that honesty is the best policy, and there are honest dealers and there are other dealers who claim to be honest. Now, in this transparent age of social media, clients expect nowadays openness and honesty. To those dinosaurs in the watch industry that say, oh, we've never revealed trade prices, it's a secret, you know, people won't like the money that you're making on that watch. Well, that is a very old perception, and if you don't want to move with the times, you don't want to realize what the modern client requires now of businesses, then you frankly will get left behind, and it's as simple as that. Well, anyway, here's more of it if you don't like it, because this week we are focusing on gold Rolexes. Let's get started with one of the hottest watches of 2022 then. This is the Olive Day-Date, specifically the white gold variant. Now, this did explode in popularity on the secondary market last year, following on from really the popularity of the rose gold variation of this watch. Now, it didn't quite reach the heights on the secondary market that did. I think the rose gold piece went all the way up to £85,000. Clearly, if you were lucky enough to pick this up at your authorised dealer, you would have been able to flip this to somebody like me or another secondary market dealer for a significant profit immediately. Is that the case anymore? The white gold Olive Day-Date, is that a flip or a pass? It is now a pass, unbelievably. At retail, following 3 price increases, this watch now stands at £35,000, and a dealer will pay you around £33,000. So that is a loss of £2,000, and as I said, would be considered now a pass? Sticking with the theme of green day dates then, how about the brand new release of the solid yellow gold day date with flat lacquered green dial? Now this is one of my personal favorites. It's one of those watches that in the flesh, if you see it and try it on, it's considerably more handsome than in images. The AD retail on this is £32,500 and a dealer will pay you around £41,500. That would realise you a considerable profit there of £9,000. So flip or pass? Clearly it is a flip. Next up is the solid white gold Submariner, aka the Blueberry. It used to be known as the Smurf when it was the older 116 reference. Is this a flip or a pass? This is a pass and would likely realise you a loss of £7,800. This watch has an AD retail price of £35,300 and a dealer would offer you around £27,500. I've got to say, with regards to white gold, it never really did take off other than that watch that I previously mentioned, the Day Olive. White gold watches have always been a more collectible item and therefore more of a niche product because obviously white gold to the naked eye looks pretty much the same as steel. So the vast majority of consumers would say, well, why should I pay 3 times the price of a steel watch? So bear that in mind going forward with any watches you want to put your name down for on the wait list. White gold probably isn't the best way to go if you're that way inclined to profit from a purchase. The Yachtmaster 42 then, again, this is a white gold watch, solid white gold on an Oyster Flex. Is this a flip or a pass? This is a pass now. You would lose around £3,750 flipping that out of the authorised dealer. It retails at £24,950 now after 3 Rolex price increases, and a dealer would pay you less than that, of course, £21,200. Let's turn our attention to the Daytona line then. How do solid gold pieces in the Daytona collection perform at trade price weighed up against their dealer retail price? Let's kick this off then with the Daytona Oyster Flex in solid rose gold on the chocolate dial. Flip or pass? This is a flip, albeit not a great one out of the AD. It will net you a profit of around £1,500, has a retail of £26,500 and a dealer will offer you around £28,000. What about solid rose gold on a bracelet then? Specifically the 116505 with the black dial. This will likely realise you a profit of around £1,400, so of course that is a flip. The dealer retail on this is £35,100 and a secondary market dealer will pay you around £36,500 for that. So not bad. A profit is a profit, maybe not a great one, but of course if you buy that, you don't really like the watch and you want to sell it a couple of weeks later, then you're not likely to lose quite a lot on that, and therefore it is relatively risk-free. And finally, let's turn our attention to the Sky Dweller range on a Oyster Flex. This is a solid yellow gold Sky Dweller with champagne dials. Now, champagne dials typically across the Rolex collection aren't the most popular. So the Rolex 326238, is it a flip or a pass on a champagne dial? It is a pass and would likely realise you a considerable loss. The retail on this is £34,600 and a secondary market dealer will pay you around £26,000 for it. A hefty loss of around £8,600. Probably not a great idea to put your name down for one of those on a wait list with the intention to flip it and make a profit. As I said in last week's video, it is now the case where not all Rolexes will realise you an immediate profit flipping it to a secondary market dealer, and I would say that profit potential of flipping a solid gold Rolex to a secondary market dealer is much smaller on those gold pieces than the more hyped stainless steel watches that everybody wants. Why is that? Because the stainless steel pieces are more accessible. There is a larger pool of clientele in the market to buy those stainless steel models. That means they're more popular. There'll be more of these episodes to come. We haven't covered Audemars Piguet Patek Philippe, so that's probably going to be the next one. But until then, thanks very much for joining me. Please go check out beatthewaitlist-watches.com and I'll see you next time. Take care.